Okay, so yeah, my update video said I was back, but it just so happened that only one movie was out last Friday. So yeah, you had to wait a week until another video, but I am back now. There are about 3 or 4 movies out this week, which I will try and get all those reviews out to you guys as soon as possible. Plus, if you stick around until the end of this review, I also have some other big news which I forgot to mention in my update video. But without any further delay, let's talk about Universal's brand new shared monster universe, kicking it off with this movie. The Mummy. So The Mummy stars Tom Cruise, Annabelle Wallis, Sofia Boutella and Russell Crowe. And it's like the 15th or 16th version of this movie. I mean, there's been so many Mummy movies out there, but this is Universal's answer to a brand new shared monster universe. Similar to the one they had years ago, they're going to try and bring back all of their classic movie monsters into a big shared universe, much like Marvel and DC. And this movie, The Mummy, is the first movie to set all of that up. And with negative reviews already and a trailer that didn't really impress me, I didn't really know what to expect when going into this movie. Personally, I admire Tom Cruise as an actor. He's a great actor, he's a great action star. The fact that he does his own stunts is incredible. And I also rather enjoy the original Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. I mean, in a guilty pleasure way, they're not great films, but I enjoy them. I can have fun with them. I can be entertained by them. And so there was part of me a little bit excited to see this film, in the sense that if it was like the Brendan Fraser films beforehand, I'd have fun with it. And I have to say, after coming out of this movie, I had a pretty good time with it. It entertained me. It's not a great movie. I'll get that out of the way first. There are a lot of issues with this film, but I also think there are a lot of good points as well. First off, Tom Cruise in this movie is great. He's very charismatic as Nick. Nick is the guy who we're following through this entire adventure, and unlike most action movies where there's a good guy who we can focus on and root for, Tom Cruise's character isn't like that. In fact, he's a bit of an asshole in this film. Well, maybe a bit of an asshole's an understatement. He's a dick in this movie. But he plays the character in such a charming, energetic and charismatic way that we can't help but love the guy. We can't help but root for the guy. And his character actually generated most of the laughs in this movie. This movie does try to be too funny at times, which I'll get into in just a little minute. But the laughs that it does generate does genuinely come from Tom Cruise. I think he had really good comic timing in this movie. He delivered the lines in a confident way, and in that I delivered a good chuckle at certain points of the film. Russell Crowe is also in this movie. I think he's fantastic. I will not spoil his role for you guys because I honestly had no idea who he was in this film. I'd seen the first trailer and I'd seen him in that trailer, but it didn't reveal who he was, so I had no idea who he was in the film. But in the character he was portraying, he was really, really good, and it was great to see him and Tom Cruise bounce off of one another. Sofia Boutella as the Mummy I thought was fantastic. I really loved her in this role. She was intimidating, she was scary, she got under your skin. She did a really good job of making this part her own and holding her own in scenes with Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe. Other positives I can give this film is the directing is also quite good. There is some really creepy imagery in this film that I think is really well utilised. So this movie really suffers from a story aspect, and there are characters in here that really don't need to be here. Annabelle Wallis definitely been one of those characters that doesn't need to be in this film. All she is in this film for is to talk to Tom Cruise and take him from A to B and explain certain parts of the movie as it's happening for us, the audience, to understand. Despite the fact this movie is really easy to understand. And in fact, it made her character pretty useless. She didn't really do anything to enhance the plot, and her relationship with Tom Cruise I didn't really buy into. I didn't think it was all that interesting. We also have Jake Johnson in this movie as Val, who is Tom Cruise's best friend in the film, and his character really, really annoyed me in this movie. He's clearly the comic relief of this film, but every single time he's on screen and every joke he has just doesn't hit. Every time he appeared on screen, I just wanted him to leave. I didn't care about anything he was saying. I just wanted the plot to continue on without him. And like I said, I think that's what this movie suffers from the most, is the plot. There isn't much of a story in this. I feel like this movie focused so much on trying to create this monster universe and tie it into movies that will be coming out in the future, rather than actually create a cohesive story. There are a lot of things in this movie that just don't make sense. CGI also doesn't help enhance the story. There are moments where I really think it could have been cleaned up. There are some really good aspects of CGI and good uses of it. I feel like a lot of moments could have been improved on, which would have helped enhance my enjoyment of the film. But overall, guys, I actually had a really good time with this movie. I found it really entertaining. It's definitely one of those popcorn flicks. It's not a movie you should go into to take too seriously. Tom Cruise is great in this movie. He's very energetic, very charismatic. Russell Crowe is also great. Sofia Boutella is creepy, just as you'd want her to be. And despite storytelling issues and characters that genuinely just don't need to be there, I feel like if you go into this movie expecting to just have fun, you can have fun with it and you will enjoy it a lot more, which is exactly what I did. And because of that, I'm going to give The Mummy 3 stars. So, The Mummy, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. And as I mentioned, guys, in my update video, I did leave out the fact that I have written and I'm currently directing my first feature film for Renegade Pictures. It's going great so far. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a few pictures that I've posted. If you want to get a behind-the-scenes sneak peek at the film, then do check out our lead actor Jack Coates' vlog, which he did on our second day of filming. I will leave a link to his video and his channel below if I remember to, because I'm normally pretty shit at doing that. But please do check it out if you get the time to. We're having tons of fun making it. And there's also a great moment in that video which shows how much of a professional director I am. So thanks as always for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.